Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the euro currency finally. So we haven't discussed it for approximately 3-4 sessions, and here you could see why we skipped the analysis of the euro, because market stands flat. So you can see the high wave pattern that have been formed last week keeps the whole price action in the recent 5 sessions. So here was failure breakout, some spike here, then the market returns it back up. So all this price action stands inside the same high wave. But at the same time, we could say that, well, nothing has changed, so what to talk about here? Actually, the fact that market stands flat is also brings some information right now, because as long as market stands flat, there's more chances to see the upward breakout in the current situation. You probably guys know that the gold market shows really good performance, so market shows the big rally. Also take a look at the dollar index. If you remember the last time when we talked about the euro, we also have taken a look at the dollar index, and we said, well, market here is forming the, at least it has not really very perfect, but still we have the bullish bread and butter trade background. So we have thrust up, close below 3x3 and reaching the major support area. So by this logic, market should show 618 pullback here, but it stands already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row, 7 candles in a row, and hasn't shown the necessary performance. So mostly it stands flat at the same area. So the bread and butter, well, maybe it will work later, but currently this is definitely a point in favor of the bears, I mean on the dollar index. It means that on the euro currency, the chances on upward continuation also gradually is increasing while market stands flat. This is first moment. Second moment, guys, take a look that market stands above the monthly pivot point. So no attempt to break it down. Price action stands strong above the pivot. And in general, if you'll take a look at the overall combination that we see, that was the reaching of the daily overbought, accompanied by the fib level. It's just 30% retracement has happened. No downward continuation, just flat action. Now, if we'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, we see that market is forming a kind of the consolidations, flag pattern, something of that sort is forming. If you calculate the number of candles that stands here and in the sideways action, you'll see that in the consolidation, the number of candles greater more than in the thrusting action, and all this large amount of the candle stands in a tight range, so market wasn't able to break through this 30% support area. So it means that market is consolidating around the previous tops, and that could suggest the possible upward breakout. Tactically, on the 4-hour time frame chart, we have some bearish signs. So we have this grabber pattern here and here as well. So and both of these patterns suggest the taking out of these lows. But this could happen in the same manner as it was here. So market just taking out of these lows and then turns back. So that doesn't mean that market is breaking the consolidation. So this first moment, second moment on intraday charts, grabbers are not as reliable on the daily, on high time frames, and grabber also could fail. This is also probability, because currently, guys, the overall price action that we see here stands more bullish to me rather than bearish. It reminds some consolidation. It's flag consolidation, and you can see that as trend has turned bearish here, it was not really significant downward action. As trend has turned bearish, mostly market stands flat. We could suggest that some further fluctuation could stand inside of this pattern, but it seems that the bullish pressure is growing here. So because market stands too stubborn after the big rally, it's too stubborn flat action. No deep retracement, no reversal, something of that sort. So for me, it means that the chances on upper breakout currently looks more probable. On the hourly chart, we also could recognize this kind of the triangle. So it's kind of the triangle consolidation, and inside of the triangle, something reminds me possible reverse head and shoulders pattern. So take a look at here. Here we could get the left shoulder, head. This could become the right shoulder. And that could lead to the upper breakout here, especially if market would turn up earlier without reaching of these lows, or without taking out of these lows, although we have the grabber. So taking together all this stuff, what we could say, based on the setup on the dollar index, and possible still some kind of the A, B, C, D action could follow, and taking into consideration the bearish grabber here as well, we could suggest that maybe market indeed could show some minor downward continuation somewhere to 11.55 area, taking out of these lows. But at the same time, in the longer term perspective, this sideways consolidation forming the flag, taking the shape of the flag pattern, suggests that upward action has more chances to happen. So that's our suggestion. So despite that some tactical minor downward continuation, we still think that overall this flat standing mostly works in favor of the bulls rather than in favor of the bears. And here we could watch for two things. First of all, early upward reversal and upward action here could become the early sign that upward breakout will follow, grabbers could fail, and market could continue move higher. So here is different tactics could be applied. So first you could wait for downward action taking out of these lows, completion of the grabbers, and trying to take some position. Or you could place here stop long entry order. In the case of the upward breakout here, you will step in the market right in the moment of the breakout if upward action will continue. So maybe some patterns will be formed here as well. So one of them is the hand shoulders, as I said. So just keep watching here, but keep in mind that overall consolidation and price action here mostly supports the idea of the possible upward breakout.